The air crackled with anticipation. It was July 8th, 2014. The Estadio Mineirazo in Belo Horizonte, Brazil, was a cauldron of yellow and green. Brazil, the host nation, the spiritual home of football, was on the cusp of history. A World Cup final awaited. But first they had to overcome a formidable opponent, Germany. This wasn't just another game, it was an embodiment of national pride. A quest for redemption after the disappointment of 1950. Brazil carried the weight of a continent's hopes on their shoulders. Little did they know, they were about to experience a sporting catastrophe that would forever be etched in footballing folklore. The German team, a well-oiled machine under the leadership of Joachim Löw, exuded an aura of quiet confidence. Their journey to the semi-final had been impressive, characterized by tactical discipline and clinical finishing. The pre-match analysis focused on the absence of Brazil's star player Neymar and their emotional captain Thiago Silva. Despite the missing talismans, the Selecao, fueled by the deafening roar of their home crowd, started brightly. The first 10 minutes were a blur of yellow shirts, pressing high, seeking an early goal to ignite the nation. But Germany weathered the storm, absorbing the pressure, waiting for their moment. In the 11th minute, the seemingly impenetrable Brazilian defense was breached. Toni Kroos swung in a corner, the ball finding Thomas Müller unmarked in the penalty area. His volley, instinctive and precise, nestled in the back of the net. 1-0 to Germany. The stadium, a moment ago a symphony of samba rhythms, fell eerily silent. The goal, a sucker punch, exposed a fragility in the Brazilian defense, a vulnerability that Germany, ruthless and efficient, was about to exploit with devastating effect. The match, and indeed the narrative of the 2014 World Cup, had taken a dramatic turn. What followed over the next 30 minutes was a masterclass in counterattacking football. Germany, patient and precise, picked apart the Brazilian defense with surgical precision. Miroslav Klose, in his final World Cup, added his name to the score sheet, becoming the all-time leading scorer in the tournament's history. Toni Kroos, the architect of Germany's midfield dominance, scored twice in quick succession, his goals a testament to his technical brilliance and composure. Sami Khedira, a relentless presence in midfield, added a fifth before halftime. The unthinkable was happening. Brazil, the spiritual home of football, was being dismantled on home soil. The second half began with Brazil in a state of shock, their players looking lost and bewildered. The weight of expectation, the pressure of a nation's hopes, had proven too much to bear. Germany, relentless in their pursuit of victory, continued to attack. Andre Schürrle, a second-half substitute, added 2 more goals to Germany's tally, his goals a painful reminder of the gulf in class that had emerged between the two sides. The once impenetrable Brazilian defense had been reduced to a shambles, their attacks sporadic and lacking conviction. Miroslav Klose's record-breaking goal, his 16th in World Cup history, was a footnote in a game that had long ceased to be a contest. It was a goal that, under different circumstances, would have been celebrated with unbridled joy. But on this night, it served as a painful reminder of Brazil's humiliation. Klose, a consummate professional, acknowledged his achievement with a muted celebration, a mark of respect for his opponent's plight. The final whistle, when it eventually came, was met with stunned silence by the Brazilian fans. The scoreboard read 7-1. It was a scoreline that defied belief, a result that sent shockwaves through the world of football. Brazil, the spiritual home of the beautiful game, had been humbled on the biggest stage of all. The German players, their joy tempered by respect for their opponents, celebrated with restraint. They had achieved something truly remarkable, but they knew that this was a night that would be forever etched in the memory of a nation, and indeed the world, for all the wrong reasons. Aftermath and analysis. Dissecting the debacle. The aftermath of the Mineirazo was a period of deep introspection for Brazilian football. The defeat exposed deep-rooted problems within the Brazilian game, from the lack of investment in youth development to the over-reliance on individual brilliance. The 7-1 loss to Germany was not just a defeat, it was a national humiliation. The post-mortem was swift and brutal. The Brazilian Football Confederation came under intense scrutiny. accused of complacency and mismanagement. Luis Felipe Scolari, the coach, resigned, his legacy forever tarnished by the Mineirazo. The Brazilian players, once revered as heroes, were subjected to fierce criticism and ridicule. For Germany, the 7-1 victory was a culmination of a decade-long project of rebuilding and renewal. Under the guidance of Joachim Löw, they had transformed themselves from perennial underachievers to ruthless winning machines. The Mineirazo was a testament to their tactical discipline, technical prowess, and unwavering team spirit. It was a victory that cemented their status as a global footballing superpower. The 2014 World Cup triumph was a watershed moment for German football, a victory that inspired a generation of young players and laid the foundation for future success. The Mineirazo, even years later, continues to cast a long shadow over Brazilian football. It is a scar that has yet to fully heal, a reminder of the day their beloved Selecao was brought crashing down to earth. The memory of that fateful night in Belo Horizonte serves as a constant motivator, a reminder that football is a game that is won and lost not just on talent but also on tactical discipline, mental fortitude, and a healthy dose of humility. The Mineirazo is a stark reminder that even the most illustrious footballing nations are not immune to the vagaries of the beautiful game. Beyond the tactical analysis and the historical significance, the Mineirazo is ultimately a human story. It is a story of dreams shattered and hopes dashed, of national pride dented and sporting spirits tested. It is a reminder that football, for all its beauty and excitement, can also be a cruel and unforgiving game. But it is also a story of resilience, of a nation's love affair with football that transcends even the most painful of defeats. The Mineirazo, for all its negative connotations, has also served as a catalyst for change, a wake-up call for Brazilian football to confront its demons and rebuild from the ashes. In the grand tapestry of football history, the Mineirazo stands as a stark reminder of the sport's unpredictable beauty. It was a night of contrasting emotions, of tactical masterclass juxtaposed against a backdrop of national heartbreak. It was a game that defied logic and expectations, a result that will be debated and dissected for generations to come. The Mineirazo, in all its complexity and contradictions, encapsulates the essence of football, a sport that can inspire and unite, but also devastate and divide.